Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Terrapins! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And how about that? First possession, first drive, first game, first touchdown. Impressive way to start.
And so many emotions for these players, right? All the build-up, all of the expectations, all of the nerves coming into this game, and you're able to stay poised, take the football, march it down the field, and score on the opening drive like that. That is impressive.
Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. They move the tight end all over. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
To the air. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good off the fake as they caught him napping. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Kendricks. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw it at running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this, oftentimes you're like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score tied 8-8.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The Terrapins are rolling down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Kendricks. He's got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it, does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Temple. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He uncorks one deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This is who the Canes are. Speed at wide receiver. Santana Moss, Andre Johnson, you name it, the list goes on, and this guy can join that list.
You know what's fun? It's fun when you're recruiting the state of Florida and you can throw a rock and hit somebody that can run a 10-200. That's really nice. They find elite playmakers out wide at Miami, and you've seen so many greats throughout their history.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackled, but he has a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle.
Kick is good. That ties the game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 19.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go back to the air on second down. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
22, Maryland.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Power football with the run. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Kendricks. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They're working that left side. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this one here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Old Dominion. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more. But they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Dropping back, it's Babers. Coming after it. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. Off he goes. Touchdown, Canes. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
At the 32-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Just running something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're going to throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks? And they caught them with their drawers down as the throw and catch picked up the 1st down on the fake.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snapping it to the up back, completing the pass.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Release to the back. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they tacked on the extra point.
36, Maryland 22.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They're going to run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. It's Kendricks. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Might as well give it to him again. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it. And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line, I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range.
And they fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you be conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Trying to get to him. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. 42 Spider. 4-2. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's White.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense starts with a short field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Scanning the field, it's Babers. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other. over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.